Okay, so last time we worked on the Miata, we installed this roll bar. So today I'm gonna install the racing seats and the harness. I already have the OEM seats removed. Let's go over the seats that I just got. So for the seat, I went with the Recaro pole positions for a couple of reasons. One, this one actually fits because there isn't that much room in the Miata. Number two, it's actually kind of light. And three, Recaro, you know, it's a flex, but it's actually good quality and it's good bang for your buck. In the box, you get the instructions manual, a bag full of hardware that has everything you need to mount the side mounts to the seat and the side mounts themselves. And you can use these side mounts to mount the seats to your car. But I'm not gonna be doing that because to use these, you need to modify your floor pan, you need to weld a bunch of stuff, you need to reinforce a bunch of stuff. Instead, I got adjustable seat mounts from Procar Innovations. And it's really good quality stuff. The finish, the design, it's really well thought out. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I paid full price for this. I just think it's just good quality and I should mention it. Now in the box, you get the instructions manual, a couple of bags full of hardware, side mounts, and the base plate. Now all you have to do is to just follow the instructions that came with it and just put it all together. Now the instructions for the seat mount say that I should install the seat mount to the car and then install the seat to the seat mount. But that won't work. There's literally no room between the transmission tunnel and the seat to get in there and try to tighten this thing down. But you can easily reach the bolts that mount the seat mount to the car. So I'm gonna do this my way. I'm gonna bolt the seat down to the seat mount and then mount the whole thing to the car, if that makes sense. And then test it out, sit in the car, make sure you're in a comfortable position, and then when you press the clutch all the way down, there should be a slight bend in your knee. When you extend your arm and put it on top of the steering wheel, it should be touching your wrist without lifting your shoulders out of the seat. You should also do the broomstick test. You put a broomstick on top of the roll bar and the windshield frame. Your head shouldn't be touching the broomstick. There should be enough headroom for you and your helmet. Now that you have the seat in place, you can see where the straps for the harness are gonna go. The lap belt, the anti-sub, and the shoulder straps. This is where you have to decide how you're gonna attach your harness to your car. Let's talk about the racing harness though. There are a whole bunch of different types, a whole bunch of manufacturers. Schroth is the one I go with. Honestly, Schroth and Recaro is just the combination I go with every time. They come in a whole bunch of flavors. You can get a 4-point harness, which I don't recommend, but there's a time and place for it. You get a 5-point harness, and you get a 6-point harness. Obviously, this one's a 6-point harness. These are the lap belts, these are the shoulder straps, and these are the anti-sub belts or anti-submarining belts. These basically prevent you from going under the whole harness. And that's why I don't like the 4-point harness, because they don't have these. Now for the lap belts, I can just use the mounting points for the OEM seat belts. For the anti-sub belts, remember those holes on the seat mounts? That's what I'm gonna use. And for the shoulder straps, pretty easy. We're just gonna wrap it around the harness bar. If you didn't have those mounting points or holes, I would have to drill a hole, put this backing plate on the one side to screw in this eyelet on the other side. Luckily, I don't have to do any of that for this build, so we're just gonna go ahead and install this. So I'm just gonna take out the seat again, put the harness in, and then put the seat back in, torque everything down, repeat for the passenger side. All right, how to wrap your harness around your harness bar. It's actually very easy. Normally you're gonna get a buckle that looks like this, that comes with the harness. And what you do is, you take the shoulder strap, you go from under, you go over, and you pull it all the way through. Okay, and you want it right against the harness bar. And then you take the harness, you go from under the bar, you wrap it around, you come back, and then you go through the slots again. There you go. Nice and tight. This one. There, okay? And then you take the end again, you go through the slot that's closer to the bar. One more time. There you go. Just like that. There you go. That's that. And then you take this end and roll it up nicely. And then you put a zip tie through it or something to hold it in there nicely. That's it. That's how you wrap it around the harness bar. Super easy. You can pause the video, go back and forth, see how you did it again, but it's very easy. It turned into a completely different car. The seat just hugs you in there and you feel more connected to the car. You can feel exactly what the car is doing, how the suspension's reacting to the road. It's great. There are a few downsides though. Getting in and out of the car, very annoying right now. To a point that I wouldn't want to daily this car anymore. And what makes it worse is this steering wheel. It's too big, but once you're in it, it's actually very comfortable. More comfortable than the stock seats. And honestly, this is what I needed. I needed a big change, both visually and feel, just to motivate me to get back into working on the Miata. Like, when was the last time I worked on the Miata? I can't even remember. It was the roll bar. The roll bar video 10 months ago. 10 months ago. 10 months ago? Anyways, I needed something like this just to get me motivated again to start working on the Miata. Like, most of you are focused on the explain videos, but working on the Miata makes me happy, so I'm doing this for me. So on the next episode, I'm gonna be installing a new steering wheel on this car. But that's it for this video. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.